What's up guys, XM360 here, and in today's video I'm bringing you guys my guide on how to rank first place in pretty much every round you play in Battlefield 1. So this will take a little bit of practice and you won't get first place like every single time because every now and then somebody will do better than you, but for the most part you'll get top 5 every round you play, and a lot of the times you'll end up being first place out of both teams. The example I'm showing you guys here is Conquest, and it's my second round of the day. My first one I joined in a game late, so I didn't really have a good shot at getting first place, so this is my first full round of the day, and I did get first place. So that just goes to show that this does work very well, and I've done this numerous times. It's not just this one time. I've been using this method since the game came out. So basically the key to this is you want to spawn up as an assault, and you want to follow a run and gun objective based kind of style. So the loadout I use has the Heligral and a little a revolver. You can use any submachine gun, but don't use the shotguns, it won't work as well for those. And then I use heavy tank grenades, normal frag grenades, and a hatchet. So you want the 3 grenades, that's key to this as well, and you want an anti-tank rocket. I don't think I mentioned that. So that's the loadout. Basically what you do when you spawn up and the game starts is you want to just play the objectives. You want to play attacking the objectives, not defending them. And you're not focused on kills. Your mentality going into it has to be objective based. So when the game first starts, you're going to go with your team and capture A and get the points for that. And then if you can capture B as well, usually both teams have A and B or E and F as their starting ones, and then they fight over C and D. So you want to capture those first 2 ones, get all the points you can for that. And then you want to go with your team to C and D, and for the rest of the game, you want to fight over those middle objectives. So say your team holds C and the other team holds D. You want to go to D, and along the way kill as many people as you can, but don't stop, don't camp anywhere. You want to keep making your way to D, and when you're at D, you want to take that objective. And once you take D, if the other team is taking C while you guys are taking D, let them take C, and when they fully take C, go back to C and take that one, and back and forth, continuing to capture as many objectives as you can, because every objective that you capture is worth 1,000 points, so that helps your score out a ton. If you just spend the whole game capturing objectives, you'll usually come in first place. Now, although capturing those objectives and getting the 1,000 points every time is the primary focus, you still need to make sure you're killing as many enemies in between the bases, so when you're running from middle base to middle base, and when you're at those bases, you still want to wipe out all the enemies you can, while still focusing on getting to the objective. So when you get to the base, you don't want to just hide somewhere where they'll never see you, like the 3rd floor of a building. You want to hide somewhere where you can see them, and when they get there, you'll be able to shoot them and still capture the objective at the same time. Capturing the objectives is primary, but you still need the kills too to get first place, and whenever you guys encounter a tank, destroy it. Destroying a full enemy tank with those anti-tank rockets and grenades you have can usually get you over 1,000 points, so that'll really help out your score if you destroy multiple tanks. And you should only really focus on the middle objectives, because if you kind of like sneak around the enemies and go towards their back objectives while all your teammates are at the middle objectives, then you'll be by yourself. It will take forever to capture, and sometimes people will come along too, and it'll just be you and one other enemy at the base, and you can't find them and they can't find you, and nothing's happening. It's just a waste of time and you don't get a lot of points, so go for the objectives that your teammates are going for as well. And biggest thing really too, and I really should have said this earlier, you need a squad. You need a squad of as many people as you can get. It doesn't really matter if you have the squad boost, because that doesn't boost your in-game score, it boosts your score after the game's over. So you want to be in a squad, because being in a squad ensures that you get more spawn points. The worst thing that can happen really when you don't have a squad is that you don't have spawn points and you have to spawn very far back and walk a long way, because that's wasted time, and that's time that you could be getting points. The more squad members you have, the more places you have to spawn up, and the more likelihood you'll be able to spawn up right where you want to be in the action and by the bases you want to get to. So that's less time walking around and more time killing people and capturing objectives, and that's more time getting points. And lastly, the grenades are also a big factor. If you're not using your anti-tank grenades on tanks, say there's no tanks in your area, you should always try to use all 3 of your grenades in one life. So the grenades are a big factor. If you run into, say, like an objective and there's like 5 people at it, usually a submachine gun can only gun down like 3 people at a time. So if you run into a large group of enemies, the first thing you should do is throw 1 or 2 of your grenades and then start shooting at people. That way you might get 2 or 3 of them, and if you get killed, the grenades will still kill some of them, so always use your grenades. And you guys will see from this match right here, I just barely got past this other guy for first place, and that other guy was actually doing the same thing as me. He was just going straight from objective to objective, killing people along the way, but taking the objectives and destroying vehicles only. And as you guys will see from these stats right here, I didn't even do that good this game. I went 36 and 19, that's a KD of about 1.8. I mean, that's okay, but that's not like exceptional. There definitely are people that will get more kills than that and you'll still rank over them. And I did, however, get 75,000 points for my soldier, so you might not even do that good, but you'll get a lot of points for this, and a lot of times you'll get first place. So it's very rewarding. Even if you don't get a lot of kills, you still get first place very often. So, just to recap, your primary focus has to be going from objective to objective, capturing as many as you can to get those 1,000 points, kill as many tanks and enemies in between, and use those explosives and have squad members that you can spawn up on so you can get better spawn points, but it has to be objective focused. Now, this works best with Conquest, and it works best on small to medium-sized maps. If you have a larger map like Sinai Desert, this will be a little bit more difficult, but it'll still work, and you could even swap it out for a medic and use the rifle grenades. You could do that, and that would work too, but I think it works best with assault. So share your thoughts on this method below. I hope this helps some of you guys get first place and get those ribbons or achievements or medals that you're looking for. And if you guys like this video, hit that subscribe button for a bunch more awesome Battlefield guides just like this. And as always guys, thank you for watching from XM360.